What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to TTB Ravens Media, bringing you Ravens content every single day. If you want to see that daily Ravens content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell as well if you want to get notified every single time I upload a brand new video. Now, before I get into this video today, there's nothing that I really want to say. I don't know why I said that, but let's get into it. Let's talk about Justin Houston. If you didn't know, the Ravens have brought back Justin Houston. Now, this was a move that I was fully expecting because a couple months ago, the Ravens and the Chiefs both used a very rarely used tactic in the NFL contract world, and they used a unrestricted free agent tender. Which basically meant if the players hadn't signed a contract to a different team by a certain date, I believe the date was July 1st or July 6th, but basically first week of July, then they have the rights to that player. The Ravens did it for Justin Houston. The Chiefs did it for Melvin Ingram. Well, it's that time. And now, Justin Houston has officially signed that contract with the Baltimore Ravens. And this is a fantastic move. This was a move that I was expecting, and this is a move that is really going to help this Ravens team. Now, is Justin Houston going to go out there like he's in his prime and get 21 sacks? No. But he's going to do exactly what he did last year. He's going to beat tackles, and he's going to mentor the young edge rushers that the Baltimore Ravens have, because they have Odafe, very young, honestly pretty inexperienced edge rusher, but a freak athlete. And he talked about how helpful Justin Houston was, when he first came to Baltimore and all throughout the year. He's just always giving good advice. He called him his Yoda. Well, the Ravens also have Dalen Hayes, who will be playing in his first NFL season because he got injured last year before he was ever able to play in a regular season game. Well, now he gets the mentorship of Justin Houston. And I get last year he got to hear from him, but it's different. Being able to go out on the field and him saying, hey, when you, hit that tackle, let's think of an offensive tackle in the AFC North. You're going against the Cleveland Browns. Hey, you went up against their left tackle. You hit him with a swim move. That may not have been the best move right there because, maybe, you didn't have inside leverage, so you weren't able to get in between. Even if the spin move had worked, the guard was already there and he was going to be able to stop you. Instead, he should have tried to go around the outside. Whatever it is. I'm not a pass rusher. I cannot give the advice Justin Houston is giving these players. So he didn't get to have that, real experience, because when Odafe went out there and, tries to bull rush a guy, Justin Houston would be able to say, hey, man, that was a great call. Or, hey, next time, here's what you do. Right? All of those things, that helps so much in a young player's career. And the Ravens have a young pass rusher that they just drafted in Mr. David Ojabo. Justin Houston is bringing leadership, experience, and a lot of skill to the Ravens front seven, which has a lot of young pieces and a linebackers coach coming in to become the defensive coordinator. Mike Macdonald focuses on the front and then works his way back, which is very different from Wink Martindale, who focused on the secondary and worked his way forward. Now, Mike Macdonald gets to look at his defense, he gets to look at his front seven and say, okay, who can I count on? Calais Campbell, yes. And Justin Houston. Those guys are guarantees. You know exactly what you are getting with them. Now, I love a lot of the other players in the Ravens front seven. Patrick Queen, Malik Harrison, David Ojabo. All of those guys. Tyus Bowser. I love them all. Even guys like Michael Pierce. He just hasn't played a lot recently. Those guys are either inexperienced or they're coming off injury. And he may be like, okay. It may take him a couple weeks to be like, okay, this is what I got. This is what I know. But with Justin Houston, Calais Campbell, they're going to provide leadership and still get results. Justin Houston was an effective pass rusher last year. He didn't get a ton of sacks, but he beat his man, which forces quarterbacks to scramble, which forces inaccurate throws, which allows for other players to get that sack. This is a great move. I think, I was just kind of waiting for it to happen. It was something that I was expecting. I missed the notification on my phone. So I was actually at an interview when I saw that the Ravens signed him. So I just got back, going to see the Thor Love and Thunder premiere in like 25 minutes. The movie starts. So I'm really cutting it close here. But guys, let me know what you guys are thinking about this Justin Houston signing. I've talked about it multiple times. I talked about when the Ravens hit him with the tender, or hit him with the tag. It's a great move. It makes complete sense. It helps. It makes this roster better. And there's still other edge rushers if the Ravens want to go get a JPP and stuff like that. But overall, great move for the Ravens. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for daily Ravens content, and I will see all of you again tomorrow.